Hi everyone, this is Alex. Today I would like to talk about a conversation I just had with my father. We haven't talked in 3 weeks, I think. It's been quite a while since we talked last time. Um, I don't want to get into the reason why we're not talking, but we are not. And today, as we were exchanging, we were talking. He was asking me about how I was doing, and I told him about my kidney situation, my urinary tract infection, and stuff like that. And he also asked me about the progress of my legs, and after I told him about all the progress and everything, he started saying like, "Oh, like you're just gonna be like your grandma, who just had a stroke, and then she had like the stroke left some permanent damages on her, to her, and she's recovered extremely well. She's functional. She could walk. She could go everywhere. She can do a lot of things." And she could even like go out of the house and then walk on the street, walk on the hills up and down, like she's all good. But I'm still, it's not the same as before. And so basically my dad is just saying that there will be some permanent damage on me, or he was trying to imply that I won't be what I used to be. And I've heard about this. I've heard people telling me this, like my surgeon, or like some other people saying that there may be some permanent damage. I'm like, okay, sure, we'll see. Time will tell, that kind of thing. But like, I don't know why when this time when my father says this, I just like piss me off. Like I felt pissed. I'm just like, um I'm trying to think of the English expression for this. Like um, basically, I was just saying that he was very sensitive to my feelings, and then he doesn't need to, and he was like, and then to which he responded, "Oh, I'm just telling you the reality." And then I'm like, the reality is created by people. We create the reality that we live in. We create the future we will live in, and we just don't know what it is, and we just have to do something. Like try something. Maybe you'll get it wrong, but maybe you can get it right at some point. You can't get them all wrong. And and it was quite unpleasant. I was just telling him that like, I do not want your negativity, like I don't want this like in my head. And it was like, I was quite bothered by this, overall, like just the way that he says things, and then the way like, he was so insensitive to my feelings. And like I was like not having it. And we weren't angry or anything, and then but I did feel like turbulent emotions after we finished the conversation. um, he pressed my buttons, for sure. I initially blamed him for, the words that he says, and then for the things that he says. But if it's from someone else, if it's even like my surgeon, when my surgeon told me this, when I was paralyzed from like chest down, I didn't give a shit. I was like, I want to prove you wrong. But like, when my father says this, I'm just like, I just can't take it. Now I understand why. I actually did not realize this. Even before I made the video, I did not realize this. So what it is that for me, he has this way of like making me feel that I am nothing. Or the normal way of saying this is that he make me feel like I am nothing. But in reality, this is basically that I always have, there's always this side of me that is fearful that I am nothing. So he has the key to that door, and whenever he used that key, it opens the door of like I am nothing, and then that he can just press that button so easily, and it's actually not him, it's me. If I'm not like, if I don't have the receptor to his attacks or to his words, I'm basically like I'm immune, I'm bulletproof to his comments. But because I have the receptor for it, whatever he says or whatever he implies, that I will not be, you know, a normal person, or I will be have some permanent damage, like things like that, just makes me feel like, I'm not taking this. But instead of blaming him for his lack of tact and empathy, I should better examine myself, how he could so easily trigger me. And if I find a way to be able to take out all those like receptors that I'm nothing, then or I'm able to build myself to the extent that I no longer have this kind of like deeper fear and emotions, then no matter whatever he throws at me, it's just not gonna hurt me, because I don't have the receptors. I don't have those buttons anymore. Like the buttons are no longer there. So this is a decent, I think, a pretty decent example to show that demonstrate that it's so easy and so quick. It's so, you know, we do this so frequently that we blame on the other party for the misery that we're feeling. But like what my guru says, like what Sadhguru says, your misery and your happiness and your joy and your excitement and ecstasy are all created within. And as much we wanted to point the finger to the outside world for our miseries, in fact the miseries are made from inside. So let's not try to switch the focus a little bit, and then, you know, we can't control people. We cannot control people what they do. They would always want to try, they may intentionally or unintentionally try to say or do something that would hurt us, and we can control that. But it doesn't mean that we have to be hurt, because the pain and misery and joy are all created from within. And if we find a way to have the inner strength not to be bothered by it, then we will not be hurt. In my case, I started to realize that yes, the things and the words my father did, the words that my father used, really just make me angry. But at the same time, based on his perspective, his way of upbringing, based on the life that he had, I would understand with the kind of with the lack of exposure of spirituality, he would look at things this particular way. and he would only view reality as, as negative as he is, and he is very negative. And for him, he would project his negativity to this world, and that's his lens. You can't take that away from him, so there's no need to blame him, because this is the lens, this is the personality that he built throughout his life, and then that's how he is. And if I went through the same molding experience that his life offered, I'm probably gonna end up the same too. But I'm not in his life. I'm in a different life, and I have my own. And then, my life experience taught me different things than his. So we have difference in understanding. So it's just the way he acts, and there's no right or wrong, and he just behaved the things that is according to his belief system. And I guess I'm doing the same, but the difference is that I have the awareness to choose not to be bothered by this, because this is just the all his behaviors, all his words, all his actions are based on his life experience, and his whole life he's been like this, and that's how he is. And if I try to hold that against him, then I'm just creating more problem for myself. So yeah, this reminded me how important it is to be more self-aware, to be more attuned to how we're feeling. I was quite bothered by it, and I'm glad that making this video, it helped me process this conversation a little bit more, and make me realize that I don't have to suffer from his negativities. I could choose not to. I could choose to understand. I could choose to empathize. Even if he does, even if he doesn't, but I could do my thing. I can't control what he can do, but I can control what I can do. So I could empathize, especially he's my father, and I put him through a lot, to say the least. So it's understandable that he hates me, but whatever. Family is not easy. Family is not an easy topic to discuss. It's always a problematic area for the most people, but I'm sure there are some that are very close and very happy with their family, but lucky you. Anyways, it's late, so that's all I wanted to say, and I hope everybody's having a good night, and please all keep safe, and hope for the best. Bye bye.